Everybody, welcome. We'll be starting here shortly. The Lieutenant Governor will be here about 6:15 and we'll start our ceremony. Now, just to go over a few things. We've got ceremonial candles down here. How this is going to work, there's going to be a lot of speeches. Fun stuff. Then, so you come and get your candles in a program. If you're an ALS patient, you get your a keychain from Renata, and if you're an ALS survivor, please get a survivor angel. Then you pick up your candles from Renata, or anybody down here. We do not put them in the candles. All the ones that are in the candles right now have been pre-purchased. But there will be a part at the end of the ceremony that we will have everybody come up, light your candle, and put it into the flame. Our goal is to light 1,000 candles during the month of May. And we have been getting donations of $25 each for candles. But tonight you are not obligated to make a donation unless you feel necessary to want to do that. But this is strictly tonight for awareness and for you all. So we will be getting started about 20 minutes. Thanks.
I'm very honored to be a part of this special event that has been designed to bring about awareness against the fight of ALS. By joining together as Coloradans in the battle against ALS, we are sure to light the way for treatment and a cure for ALS. ALS is taking the lives of too many of our friends and loved ones. Many of you here this evening will be paying tribute to loved ones who lost the battle to ALS. Others of you will be here to honor someone who's been diagnosed with ALS. Together, we make up the Colorado ALS community, a group that is committed to one goal, to find the cure for ALS. As a way to honor each and every one of you and the thousands of other Coloradan ALS patients, family members, caregivers, surviving spouses and family members who could not be with us this evening, I would like to join in your celebration of hope and lend the state of Colorado's pledge to support the fight against ALS by reading a proclamation from Governor Bill Owens. It's entitled ALS Awareness Month, May 2004. Whereas the United States Congress has designated the month of May as ALS Awareness Month. Whereas the ALS Association is the only national not-for-profit voluntary health organization dedicated solely to the fight against ALS. And whereas the ALS Association is lighting the way for a cure for ALS through research, patient and community services, public education, and advocacy, whereas the ALS Association's mission is to find a cure for and to improve living with ALS. These whereases are quite long. Whereas the Rocky Mountain chapter of the ALS Association was chartered on February 1st, 1996 to provide help and hope to those Coloradans facing ALS. Whereas all Coloradans are encouraged to support the efforts of the ALS Association and to actively work to strike out ALS by volunteering with the Rocky Mountain chapter of the ALS Association. And now, therefore, I, Bill Owens, Governor of the State of Colorado, do hereby proclaim May 2004 ALS Awareness Month. Thank you. It's been a privilege to be here, and we appreciate your support. Thank you.
They were given a very special keychain that was specially designed for tonight's event by the Charming Bee. These chains, adorned with a baseball in honor of Luke Eric, are our symbols to each of you that the ALS Association is working to unlock the mystery behind ALS and to honor your courage. We will not stop working until a cure for ALS is found. On behalf of the Rocky Mountain chapter, we salute those ALS patients who have joined us this evening and give you our pledge that we will keep working on your behalf. Tonight, many of you here are celebrating the lives and your memories of those who have lost the battle to ALS. In honor of your friends and loved ones who have gone before, The Rocky Mountain chapter is honoring the memory of our chapter angels by presenting the ALS surviving spouses, children, and other family members with golden Gehrig angel pins. It is our hope that you will wear these pins daily as a reminder of the life that was lost to ALS and honor this life by giving of your time and talents to find the cure for ALS. Tonight's candlelight vigil is a time to reflect, remember, and hope. It gives me great pleasure to introduce two very outstanding young people who will be reading original compositions of their personal ALS stories. Maddie Davis is the 11-year-old granddaughter of Darlene and John Briggs. John Briggs lost his battle to ALS on March 18, 2004. Maddie wrote a paper for one of her classes, and we've asked her to share her paper with us this evening. Please join with me in welcoming Maddie Davis.
Hi, my name's Maddie Davis, and I wrote a paper about my grandpa who was diagnosed with Lou Gehrig's disease. And I call it Passion because he really had a hard time with his disease. Passion by Maddie. Sometime in June, my grandpa was diagnosed with Lou Gehrig's disease. His disease was in the worst place, his throat. His voice was getting slurred to the point where you couldn't understand him. My whole family could tell that this disease was hitting him fast. When we looked at pictures of him a year and a half ago, he looked so young and handsome, but once he got this disease, he started to look old and his face was deteriorating. I remember when he used to take me to the store and buy me every brand of candy there was. Now he can't even walk. My grandpa is extremely smart and he can't express himself. Whenever he tries to take part in the conversation, no one can understand a thing he is saying. He has to write it down on a magic doodle board. My family is trying to hide their sadness, but we can't. We keep on crying. In our heads, the crying never stops. I don't know if it ever will. He just had his 74th birthday, but he couldn't eat the cake. He can't eat or drink. He survives by taking food in through his stomach tube. Without the stomach tube, he wouldn't be here today. I didn't understand why it was my grandpa who had this disease. It isn't fair. I realized that life is not fair. My whole family has changed. They're not the same, and they never will be the same. During the day, I help my grandpa stand up and make sure he doesn't fall down. He has not lived that long, yet soon the ALS will kill his body and he will be paralyzed. Only his eyes will blink, but his mind will still work. That is not a life, and I will never like the threatening month of June again. Later on, March 18th, 2004. My grandpa passed away today. It was expected, but not expected. But if the ALS went any longer, he would be paralyzed. My family knows that he would not like to live like that. March 18th was a beautiful day because my grandma and grandpa took a walk and came home. My grandma decided to go to the store to get some flowers for Dottie, my cousin's grandma. She is dying of cancer. My grandma came home and saw my grandpa on the ground. We think he aspirated and tried to get to his suction cup but fell and choked. My grandma knows that they had a nice time and he picked the time. Unfortunately, the time had to be now. March 18th is a day to cherish, not to hate. My grandpa's memory is keeping my family alive. We are happy that he didn't have to suffer and he's in a better place now. The end.
18 years old when his mother passed away. His life turned upside down. Daniel is here to read a poem that he has written to tell his ALS story. Daniel?
You got it?
Yeah. The first day of July. There was a girl named Terry Jean with eyes that were like blue. Her hair amazed it shined so bright. She was the best I knew. Her sis went by the name Tina, with parents Jean and Ted. She had 2 kids 5 years apart, a man named Scott she'd wed. She cared for others more than her. She had the perfect life. Her heart was full. She was a pro at being mom and wife. And then one night a nightmare came. It turned her life around. When she went to the doctor's office, a problem she had found. It turned out she was attacked. Lou Gehrig was his name. It stabbed us in the heart real hard. No one would feel the same. We watched Terry get worse and worse. She still expressed her love. Her beautiful smile shines so bright, it came from up above. So Terry had to leave one day, the first day of July. No one believed what happened then. I had to wonder why. In '85, she gave me life, and that is why I'm here. I loved her more than anyone. I see her in my mirror. I have 3 words: respect your mom. Each person has just one. It sucks when you lose family. It really isn't fun. Sometimes you don't get what you want. You have to tough it out. Sometimes things come you can't handle. That's what life's about.
Thank you both, Daniel and Maddie.
Come hell or high water, I'm there for you. Should you ever need a friend to put their arms around you, come hell or high water, I'm there for you. When clouds come, block out your sun, look to me for light. When the rain falls, what you thought was right. When the wind blows, carrying all your hopes and dreams away, hold on to me, you can count on me to stay. Come hell or high water, I'll be there to see you through. Come hell or high water, I'm there for you. Should you ever need a friend to put their arms around you, come hell or high water, I'm there for you. You swore never again would you trust so completely. You swore never again would you count on what you're told. But as sure as I'm here singing this song, I'll be right by your side. Come hell or high water, I'll be there to see you through. Come hell or high water, I'm there for you. Should you ever need a friend to put their arms around you, come hell or high water, I'm there for you. I am there for you. I am there for you.